Here we go, everyone, with another AEW Control Center. I'm Tony Schiavone. It's anniversary week here in AEW, and this Wednesday we celebrate 3 years of AEW Dynamite. We do so in the city where it all began back in 2019, Washington, D.C. And tonight, on TBS, we bring you 2 hours of AEW Dynamite live from the Entertainment and Sports Arena at 8/7 Central. Tickets for tonight's event in Washington available at AEWTIX.com. We have a very big tag team event to headline tonight's card on TBS. But before we mention that match, let's hear some disturbing comments from the Ring of Honor World Champion Chris Jericho after a phenomenal match last Wednesday against former champion Bandito.
The Ring of Jericho era has begun. I'm changing what Ring of Honor is. I'm gonna desecrate its legacy. I'm gonna destroy its legend. I'm gonna beat every great champion that's ever held the Ring of Jericho title. And I'm gonna continue with Bryan Danielson. October 12th, in my home country of Toronto, I challenge you to the Ring of Honor World Title Championship. I'm gonna destroy every Ring of Honor champion, destroy every Ring of Honor commentator, every Ring of Honor referee, and every Ring of Honor ring announcer.
What? Whoa, wait. Oh! Jericho! Just
come on.
Little Bobby Jonas!
Oh, come on!
Oh, this is...
The hell, Chris?
Disgusting! Chris Jericho, an absolutely horrifying display to cap off Dynamite.
Tonight's feature event, the duo of Bryan Danielson and Daniel Garcia together will collide with Chris Jericho and his partner, Sammy Guevara. You're talking about an explosive event. What a great tag team encounter tonight, live on Dynamite. Also tonight, in singles competition, that sniveling worm himself, MJF, will get into the ring one-on-one against Wheeler Yuta of the Blackpool Combat Club. We are back with you live on Dynamite from New York City.
Questionable Queens, the devil has arrived! And since you all literally worship the ground that I walk, that makes you all my loyal devil worshipers. How you doing, Schiavone, you fat old prick? Listen up, Wheels. I know you seem a bit confused, probably because never in your wildest dreams have you ever received a reaction quite like that, and quite frankly, you never will. Because I am a generational talent.
Ladies and gentlemen, MJF, everyone. You are a generational talent, that is true. You are also a man with more catchphrases than friends, and you are the king of the low-hanging fruit.
I'm a god to these people, Wheelsy.
You are a spineless, worthless piece of human garbage.
Oh!
Don't do this, man. Oh, what the hell? Come on, Max. I hope Schiavone's okay. That was uncalled for.
W. Morrissey, part of the firm with the Dynamite Diamond Ring. He's crossed the line he can never come back from.
You had the audacity to put your hands on Tony Schiavone. I think actions should have consequences. And what better punishment than for you to walk down here and fight me in my city?
Cut my music, cut my music. Everybody give it up for Wheeler Yuta, the hometown boy, huh? It's almost like at 26 years of age, I don't have to care because I make more money than everyone in this bum town. I make more money than you watching at home. I'm a multi-millionaire at 26.
Maxwell, let's get one thing very, very clear. I don't care about your money. I don't care about your Mets jersey. I don't care about your scarf. If you don't want to fight me in this ring, I will leave you in a pool of blood on Broad Street. You may not know this, Max, but bad things happen in Philadelphia, and tonight is no exception.
And Wheeler Yuta not waiting until next week.
Just a straight-up attack in a luxury box.
They pulled a blood on Broad Street.
People in Philadelphia, they hate MJF. This is Yuta's hometown.
Wheeler Yuta trying to fight off the security detail.
This is mayhem here. Craziness.
Wheeler Yuta having to wait till the anniversary edition of Dynamite to get his hands on MJF.
Well, as we know, MJF has not wrestled in quite a while. Let's see if he's ready for Yuta, especially after that out-of-control brawl in the suite section last Wednesday on Dynamite. Additionally, tonight in singles action, Darby Allin has sent out the challenge for all comers. It's been quickly answered by Jay Lethal.
I have zero history of Jay Lethal. The only thing that I know about Jay Lethal is he's one of the best pro wrestlers here in AEW. The only words I'd have is please just show up alone. You're one of the best. Like, I don't know what you're trying to prove, like why you need Satnam or Sanjay. Like, just do it alone. Because I know how talented you are, and it's just, if you beat me with just yourself.
Darby Allin, you want to step up to the plate, huh? You want to step up to the plate to my best friend, Jade Lethal. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The single greatest professional wrestler alive today is this man right here, Darby. And you've made an insinuation that the only way that this man can win a wrestling match is if he has Sanjay Dutt at his side and he's got Satnam Singh, 7'4", 1 in a billion by his side. Well, I'm going to throw something at you, Darby. The only way that you could ever win a match here in AEW is if your handler Sting is in your corner.
You know, people can say that all day, like, ain't nobody like me, but when I say ain't nobody like Darby Allin, there ain't nobody like Darby Allin. Inside the ring, what I do, outside the ring, what I do. You know, people hear this match, Jay Lethal, Darby Allin, they think it's a random exhibition match. It don't mean anything, but I'm telling you, every single match I have in AEW means everything because it's getting one step closer to being the best. The best is winning a championship. And I know Jay Lethal is here to be a champion, just like I am here to be a champion. So there's no throwaway match, there's no off night. The winner of this match, it's gonna mean a lot.
I don't need these guys in my corner, but I'm going to accept your challenge. You leave Sting, Daddy Sting at home, you leave him be. So you come to the ring all by yourself, and I'll come to the ring all by myself. And I will prove to you, the world, and I'll prove it to myself, Darby. Because I've been a champion everywhere I've been. I've got victories over people you could only dream of.
I just want to have a wrestling match with Jay Lethal. And I want him to show up alone.
When I step into the ring with you, Darby, and it's just me and you won't have to worry about Sting, I won't have to worry about my best friend, and you won't have to worry about the Giant. What you're gonna have to worry about is me breaking your damn leg. When it's just me and you don't stand a chance.
Also tonight, a women's trios match as AEW interim women's world champion Toni Storm, Athena, and Willow Nightingale with Saraya in their corner. Meet Penelope Ford, Serena Deeb, and Jamie Hayter with Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, in their corner. This, a collision we've seen coming since AEW Grand Slam a few weeks ago. Plus, the World Tag Team Champions, the Acclaimed, along with Billy Gunn, will be on hand to celebrate National Scissoring Day. And we'll see Luchasaurus in action as well. And then for the TNT Championship, the champion Wardlow will defend against the Machine, Brian Cage, along with his manager, Prince Nana.
Brian Cage, where you been, man? Where you at? Are you even with AEW anymore? These are the questions that I get week after week after week. And where I've been is beating ass in ROH and all over the world for that matter, creating an undefeated streak waiting for the perfect opportunity to return to AEW. And it just so happens, this Wednesday is the 3-year anniversary of AEW Dynamite. And during those 3 years, you're looking at one of the most dominant forces that show's ever seen. And you know, it's not just me waiting. The fans have been waiting for the return of the machine because they know the answer to the question, who better than Bryan Page? Is nobody. So not who better, but what better date than the 3-year anniversary of Dynamite for the machine to make his return for one of the biggest, the best, the most jacked AEW stars we've ever had and ever will have to return and become the champion he's destined to be. TNT Championship Open Challenge. That's right, Wardlow. I'm talking to you. You think you're special now, huh? Oh, you think you're some star? You think you're some big stud? Why? Because you powerbombed some bums? Because you're beating some sloppy Joes? Let's get real. That's no big deal. That's not special. I can do that any day of the week, twice on Sunday. You've been taking the path of least resistance when the real competition is right here. Standing in front of you, calling your ass out. Man versus Machine, 3-year anniversary on AEW Dynamite.
This and much more tonight on TBS. The anniversary edition of AEW Dynamite live on TBS from Washington, D.C. at the Entertainment and Sports Arena beginning at 8, 7 Central. Now, fans, our anniversary celebration continues this Friday with a live AEW doubleheader on TNT beginning at 10, 9 Central with AEW Rampage live, and then followed at 11, 10 Central with Battle of the Belts 4 live. Both live events this Friday will originate from the same venue, the Entertainment and Sports Arena in Washington. Tickets for both nights, Wednesday and Friday, which of course includes all 3 live shows, are available at AEWTIX.com. Okay, fans, next week will be the very first ever AEW International event. AEW comes to Toronto at the Coca-Cola Coliseum for 2 big nights. Next Wednesday, October 12th, for AEW Dynamite Live, and then the following night, the very next night, AEW Rampage back at the Coca-Cola Coliseum in Toronto, and that is next Thursday, October 13th. Tickets for both nights, back-to-back nights, available at AEWTIX.com and Ticketmaster.ca. And in 2 weeks, we have a very special AEW Tuesday Night Dynamite that will originate from the Heritage Bank Center in Cincinnati. That'll be on Tuesday, October 18th. And then we are back in Jacksonville at Daly's Place, the home of AEW, for a very special night of AEW Rampage live on TNT. That'll be in 2 weeks from this Friday, October 21st. Tickets for all of our events are available right now at AEWTIX.com. And now this, fans, the only AEW Indiana show of 2022 is coming to the Indiana Farmers Coliseum in Indianapolis, Wednesday, November 30th. Tickets for our next event in Indianapolis will become first available this Friday, October 7th at 10 a.m. Eastern. So our fans in Indy, get ready to queue up for tickets this Friday. Don't be left out. But tonight begins our big celebration of AEW's 3rd anniversary, and it comes back to Washington, D.C., this time at the Entertainment and Sports Arena for AEW Dynamite Live tonight. We take the air at 8, 7 Central on TBS. But if you're coming to Washington tonight, come early. Matches begin at 7 p.m. just for you. Tickets for tonight available at AEWTIX.com. Tony Schiavone here in the Control Center. See you tonight live ringside in Washington and live on TBS. We are AEW.